Hi everyone, Renee from Long Tree, Colorado. How is everybody doing today? Good, I hope. I know it's been, 3 weeks since I put a video out. I have been so busy. It has been crazy. Dealing with my plants and going to my part-time job that I have, and of course cleaning the house. It's a full-time job. So, and you ladies know exactly what I'm talking about. And then, you pile kids on top of that. And then, so, today, guys, we are going to be doing a Kokedama, which is a Japanese moss plant. Okay, right now, of course, this is a anthurium. I am so bad at pronouncing big words. I mean, bad. So I believe it's anthurium is how you pronounce it. Okay. So before we get started, though, I would like to take a moment out and say, if you are returning to my channel, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and I hope you continue watching. If you're new to my channel, welcome. This is my 12 by 24 fully contained greenhouse. I've got electric, water, and gas, and my husband built this for me. It's always been a dream of mine to own a greenhouse, and he made that dream a reality for me. So, okay, guys, let's get moving. So I have fast-tracked everything, so I've got everything in the works. That way, we're not going to be here all day long making a Japanese moss plant. You're going to need a couple of items, very simple: string, scissors, your standard potting soil, a bag of peat moss plus. You are going to have, let me just grab a piece here. You're going to have some moss, okay? And then, of course, you will have to have your plant. So, now on these, you can just about plant any type of plant that you would like to. Ivy, spider plants, the anthuriums. I've got the dracaena, the limelight. I've got numerous ferns. So I've got about 13, maybe 12 of these. So, and I really, really like them. Okay, we're going to kind of talk about them as we're doing this, because there is some information that I would like to give you on it. So what I did to start with is I went ahead and took my moss and I put it in a pan with water, just so, because I wanna get it real nice and moist and limber. So second, I took 1 cup of regular potting soil and 1 cup of the peat moss plus. Okay, mixed it together, and then I added some water, and I wanted to make it like moist. I want it to be moist, so it's going to stick together. Okay, and there's going to be water in it, and excess water, and all you do is squeeze it out. Okay, so that's what I'm wanting this to do. I'm wanting this to form a ball. So, okay, so I went ahead and did one for us, and it's pretty big. And so what you'll have to do is you want to judge the root of that plant to determine what size that you want to start with. Because no matter what, you will have to add to this also. So I've got my ball formed. All right, we got that formed. And today we are going to be using a curly spider plant. I know there's probably a different name for her, but that's what I call her. We'll wash her leaves down once we get it done. And this kind of broke off there a little bit, so I'm going to use it. Now I'm just going to start, and I'm going to start loosening the soil on this. I want to try to get it down as much as I can to the bare bones. You know, leave a little, but just kind of shake it up. Take that excess off of there because we're going to need plenty of room. Believe it or not, this looks tiny. That looks tiny, but the ball will be pretty big. So, because you want to give it plenty of soil. So, okay, I've got that pretty much done. And I'm going to actually kind of face this one. Let me see. Oh yeah, perfect. I'm going to face out like that. Okay. So next step is what we're going to do is we're going to take our ball, our moss ball, our mud ball, and we are going to actually split it open. You can just pull it apart like so, and you've got two halves, okay? Guys, never lay your halves down. If you lay them down, half the time they're going to fall apart. So just keep it in your hand, and I'll show you a nifty little trick I came up with. So go ahead and pull any leaves out of the way, and I'm just going to lay the first one on top here and kind of press down. Then I'm going to take it and I'm going to roll the plant up, shake any leaves out of the way, and then apply my other side. Okay. Now let me go ahead and grab my bucket again, because guys, we will be using more to fill this in. Now don't get frustrated. This takes just a little bit. I mean, we're not talking hours or nothing, but it takes a little bit of work to get it done. Okay? Just add as you need. Okay, so what I usually do, like I add here and here, so I kind of formed my ball a little bit. But what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to go ahead and set it on the table, and then put my hands underneath the leaves, of course, and then I'm going to start working with that ball. This is a whole lot easier, believe it or not. Trust me, I've made enough of them, I know. So just work that. You know, you want to squeeze out some of the excess, but don't squeeze it all out. Leave it moist. So she's looking good. She's looking good. Now, we got that. So what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to take her and I want to just slide her along the table gently and pick her up. And so that's what the bottom looks like. All right. So that's what we're looking at. All right. Now let me just go ahead and wipe this off. Oh, baby, I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. I'll have to clean you off. Okay, so I'm just going to clean this off of the table, and the reason being is when I get my moss out, I don't want it to look dirty. Okay, guys, so we've got it prepped for the moss now, and what I'm going to do first is, of course, you know, we're dealing with mud per se, and she's got quite a bit of mud on her, and I want to spray her down real good and get all of that off. And that way it's not going to get on my moss. And of course she likes it too. She's got to be nice and clean. So, yeah, just spray it around. Just turn around right quick. Did I forget to mention that you needed a spray bottle? Sorry, guys. Hey, just a couple of tips on this, okay? Let's talk about hanging versus setting in a pot. Or not a pot, a plate of some type. Uh, I prefer not to hang them. And the reason being is I had a hanging one and it croaked on me. And I'm very, very good with plants, and I check them every day. And it's a maidenhair fern, which is actually, if you look it up, it is actually a hard plant to grow, and it's not dead. The fern's not dead, but look at my moss. My moss is turned brown. Okay, and again, I used the white string, which was horrible. It got discolored, and yeah. So I'm gonna cut her back. I'm gonna cut it back. She's not bad looking, but I'm gonna cut her back and redo her and set her on a platter. So, or in a bowl, or whatever creative mind, whatever your mind can be creative with, should I say. And I just go to Goodwill. I go to Goodwill and I buy them cheap. I buy all different kinds of little plates, and it works. Heck, if you go to the store, you're going to spend a lot of money. So, and of course, depending on your plant, is where you want to place it. Guys, this had a lot of dirt on it. I'm sorry. I can't help it. So. Okay, so we got that done. Oh yeah, you look pretty. And I'm just going to slide. I'm sliding. I'm not picking up. I'm just going to wipe that off just a little bit. Okay, so now we're going to get our moss, guys. So on the moss, it's going to be really wet and heavy. Take and squeeze a little bit of the water out. Do not squeeze all of the water out, okay? Just a little. Now this, let's talk about moss. This I got online, and I got a big box. My husband paid $39 for it, and look how nice and thick. It is very healthy, very healthy. I can go to my local store. Nursery, more than likely, is where I always go, is the nursery. But this is what I got. I got this for $7, and this is not near as nice as this is. This is some nice stuff here. So, okay, so we're going to start. Go ahead and pick your plant up, slide it, and then pick it up as a cup. Here we go, and I'm just going to set it down in the middle, just like that. Okay? Trying to keep it clean, trying to keep it clean. Okay, and so the first thing I want to do is I want to start at the base of the plant. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put that moss, I'm just going to form this moss to this bulb. What you want to make sure that you are doing, though, is you want to make sure, like I said, get it to the base of the net. Okay? And just keep turning it. Don't worry. You're going to say, oh my gosh, I have a hole. There's not enough moss to fit in it. Well, guys, this moss is advertised as sheets. And trust me, they're no sheets. They're pieces. Sometimes you're lucky and you'll get a bigger piece, but very seldom. Very seldom. And you have to piece it together. And that's one of the reasons why you want it to be moist while you're doing this. And moist on these is the key. Moist is the key to this plant. Okay? It has to maintain moisture. If it don't, the moss will start dying. That's the first sign you'll notice. And then your plant, you'll notice that it's not going to be doing very well. It may not per se die, but the moss will turn brown. So what I do, I have to get another piece of moss because I'm short. And again, I just run it out just a little bit. Nice, healthy moss. But needless to say, how you water this is you want to fill up this every day. And I know, some of you are really busy. You're like, gosh, I have to fill up it every day. I don't have time. I barely have time to take care of the kids. But really just walk by it, touch it, fill it. If it feels the least bit dry, go ahead, take it, put it in a bowl with about, I would say this is dirty, of course, don't put it in there. But yeah, about maybe 8 ounces of water, and just set it in there and let it soak it up. Probably, I do mine anywhere from, I usually go about 10 minutes because I set mine on the stove. I just do. I've always had, I like to know how much water that they're getting. And another thing, so you've watered your moss plant, and you noticed around the base it's still dry. Give it a good spraying. Give it a good spraying, guys. Just give it a real nice spraying around there. And I'm kind of spraying this too to help me form this. And it's looking like that I've got my moss everywhere. Now see, it looks horrible right now. So don't panic, guys. We're not near through. So, all right, I need another little piece here. And I'm just patching it together. Okay, so now I've got all of my fern is covered, excuse me, all of my dirt ball, my root is covered with moss. Okay, so now I've got it all set up. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick this up and I'm going to slowly see how much water we got. Go ahead and squeeze out some of that excess water. Just squeeze it if you need to. If you need to, set it on the table and go ahead and squeeze out that. Let me move that out of the way. Squeeze out that excess moisture on there. So, not too much, but enough. So, okay, again, I'm liking the moss around the base of the plant. I'm going to take my fingers underneath the base of the plant and I'm going to push down. I don't want to make my moss, my Kokadama, I don't want to make it oblong. I want to make it round. So I'm pushing down. And then, of course, again, I'm fixing to pick her up. And I'm still forming that moss. And I'm forming, oh, you need a little piece right here. I'm still forming the moss. You see, again, we have lots of water, but it's okay. It's okay. It is okay. All right, guys. Well, that's what she looks like right there. And I don't like the shape, so I'm looking at the shape, so I need to reshape her. Okay? A little bit. Sorry about not telling y'all guys about the spray bottle. Slipped my mind. Just slipped it. So, yeah, there we go. Yeah. It's looking better. Heck, come here, you little rascal. Get back on there. Why don't you want to stay? Sometimes it'll do that, guys, but it's okay. Just put it back on. Now, let me look at the shape of this. Oh, I'm liking it a lot more, a lot more. Let me just kind of show you. Alright, so that's it right there. That's the shape that I'm going with. And you can do it in any shape you like. You can be creative and do whatever you would like. So, alright. Okay, so next we need to string our baby up. Again, I am not hanging it from a hanging basket. I will not make the hanger with the string today. I've decided that I'm going to go with green. Woo, 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 red. I'm going with red today. And let's get going. Let me just, I've got to wipe this table off. And if you're kind of like me, you just can't work. I mean, I do. I mean, I get it dirty. But in certain projects, you know, I'm not willing to let it set like that. Alright, so I'm just going to pick my beautiful baby up and bring her over here. Now, guys, tying this up is a little hard. It's hard for me, okay? And the reason why it's hard for me is because I am not one of those creative person. I don't have that creative personality. So I've learned and I've practiced with a grapefruit. So I took a grapefruit and then I put a kitchen towel over it and tied it up, and then I started working and making my, you know, just every single line of just go over and over and over. So I've kind of got an idea of how I want to do it. So I'm going to kind of just tell you what I'm doing. So I've kind of got it underneath, close to the base of the plant. I don't have it on the base of the plant. I do not want to put the string around the base. I don't want to choke my plant, okay? So let's see. We're going to go ahead. I'm holding it here on one side, and I'm going to come actually right through here, just like that. Okay, and again, I'm going to go back. So I'm up like this. I'm going to go around this way. And look at there, that little sucker keeps falling off. But don't worry, we're going to string you up. We're going to string you. You're going to step. Again, not too close. Not too close to the base. I got it around. Now, I'm going to pick her up and come underneath here, like so. And there, I'm tying that. I've got that piece that kept falling out. I've got it tied up. So, I got an X. I need one here. So, alright, so at this point, I'm going to go back around my left. And I'm going to go right. I'm going to go right here. Perfect. Perfect. Alright. So that's looking good. I mean, it's not that hard, guys. It is for me, though. It is for me though. You see, see how it's lopsided and everything. Don't worry, it'll work out. Trust me, it's just a little process that you have to go through. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie this into a knot. I'm going to clip off my extra string. Now, I'm going to evaluate what has been done here. If you have to, move the string over just a little bit. It's going to be tight, but you can do it. So, okay. Perfect. That looks good. That one looks good. Looks good. Okay. Perfect. Now, again, I'm going to shape again. This will be the final shape that you have to do once you get it where it needs to be. You can just set it on the platter and let it be. Now I will tell you, when I soak mine, for example, I have one in here and I'm going to soak it. When I lift it up, there's going to be lots and lots of water coming out of it. So just go ahead, when you pick it up, just lightly squeeze some of the excess moisture out, okay? So that's what she looks like. That is her. And she is darling, isn't she? So that is a Kokadama. Ladies. You know, you talk about Tupperware parties and Mary Kay parties and all that kind of good stuff. Invite your friends to do a Kokadama party. They would love it. These are great. I got some mud on those. These are great gifts. Very good gifts. And I've had a couple of people to buy them from me, so I've made a couple of bucks. So, but there she is. So that's what it's all about. Did I miss anything? Oh my goodness, did I miss anything? We definitely talked about the watering. Guys, it don't even hurt. Every day, spray it. Keep it moist, and it's going to do you good. Kokadama, usually you're looking about two years, maybe, before the roots would actually start showing through on the bottom. So, I mean, and at that point you would have to make a decision if you're going to repot it as a Kokadama or if you're just going to put it into a pot. So water we talked about. Yeah, we did it, ladies. Let me just kind of turn her around and look at her. Oh yeah, that's cute. And just adjust it any way necessary. It's okay, you're not going to hurt it. Perfect. Alright guys, we did it. I hope you enjoyed this. I had a great time. I love coming out here and doing these. Again, I think I've got about 13, and you can do it with just about any plant you want to do it with. And be creative with it. Have that party. Invite those girlfriends over and say, hey, bring a bag of Peat Moss Plus. Bring a plant. I got the moss. I've got the water. I've got the potting soil. We're ready to go. Alright guys, thanks a lot. Thanks for visiting my channel. I really appreciate it. I do have an upcoming video coming out. It is actually another tour of my greenhouse. Things have just taken off. They're going crazy. And this is not even June 1st. So we got June, July, August. I mean, in 3 months, what's going to happen? So, all right, guys. Thank you so much from Longtree, Colorado, Paradise Greenhouse. Have a good one.